ever gotten, because that was one of the best months people have seen in a long time. What does it mean to you to get Player of the Month?
What do you mean by unexpected award?
Meaning it was obvious you were going to get it. That's what I mean. I didn't mean like that. Yeah.
No, I didn't really understand what you meant.
Sorry.
That's okay.
I'm bad at questions.
Yeah, I mean, I had a good month, and I'm it's cool. Like, but it doesn't really have anything to do with moving forward here and what's to come this year. So, nice to be recognized next to Junior, because I'm a big fan of his game, and there's a lot of good players in this league. So, in the National League specifically, and I'm proud of a lot of the games and the moments that kind of went down this month, and I'm just really proud of the way that we've been playing the last couple of weeks.
Pete, I'm sure I've asked you this before and you reminded me, but the calmness in your game over the last month seems to stand out. You seem so assured in the batter's box during counts. How did that come about, or am I imagining that?
No, I mean, I think just kind of growing as a hitter and just developing like a real plan, and going into the box every at bat with less thoughts, and even last year when I was hot, like I think I was just getting away with a lot of stuff, and like the pitchers in this game and the teams and the way they scout you, like you're constantly being learned, and people find new ways to attack you and all that stuff. So I feel like I said, developing like a real plan, going up there, and not looking for anything other than one thing, and that's really worked. So yeah, just a less crowded brain, and more confidence in what I do well, and buying into that every pitch. So just a lot of work on how I'm going to get on first base, rather than like coming in and focusing on the swing all the time, or things like that, and conversations with teammates and coaches, and I think it's just the natural progression that I'm on, and I'm proud of that too.
Is it possible moving the leadoff helped you in that direction, or is it really hard to assess?
Yeah, maybe, but also like I'm confident enough in my ability to say that I think I was going to turn it around regardless. So I don't know. I guess I just look at it as a slower start this year, and yeah, absolutely, like changing scenery could help. But like I've said when y'all have asked me about that, in the past here, like I should, like moving forward, I think what I've really gained from like switching to the leadoff position and having real success there is like, being able to take that level of commitment to a spot into any place in the lineup. Like if I was still hitting 7th and 8th, like I can still be that same hitter that I've been over the last month and some change. So it could have helped. But I don't know if it's like the leadoff spot specifically. Like if I was hitting 4th this whole time, like it could be the same conversation, but just talking about a different place in the lineup. So just knowing that no matter where I'm in the lineup, I got to have that same sort of intent and focus and conviction in what I want to do.
Well, perhaps the biggest representation of your growth is the walk rate. You talked about that in spring training, wanting to improve that. That can be risky sometimes, focusing on that. It can take away from your strengths sometimes. Sure. That didn't happen with you. Why were you so confident that it wouldn't take away from what you do well?
Just because I know that I'm still going to strike out a lot. Like, walks were never a thing for me, but like kind of the way that I framed it and the way that it was presented to me, I think really gave me some confidence in like not going up there and looking to not swing. Like that's not how you walk, really. But it's what I've been talking about. It's looking for one thing, sticking to that. But you know, like Jed made a good point. He's like, look, like the homers are great and an awesome bonus, but like you're most dangerous when you're on first base. So like taking that to heart and kind of making that another thing about my identity as a baseball player is I don't want to like look at myself as this home run hitter, because that was some newfound power and you know, like I surprised myself a little bit with that last year. So like it was just another thing to attack, and you can't really practice that during the off season, right? You're not really getting all that many at bats and this and that. So it was just like framing it differently and making the focus just being on first base however you can. So I'm best when I'm competing, and I think like you're absolutely competing when you're working walks. Like I've loved Ian's at bats over the last few years, just getting to watch those for myself, because if he's hot and he's raking and putting the ball in play all the time, like I think naturally guys just walk less. But when he's not going well, like you still see that guy on base so much, and you know, I'm most proud of that, really. Just being on base as much as I've been, because that's, again, like that's where I was told I was most dangerous. That's something I agree with. So again, I'm going to strike out a lot, especially when I'm going well, because I like to swing the bat, and I'm not going to be a 80-watt guy probably. I'm not probably going to sniff that. So being where I'm at before the break and just knowing that I've helped produce by getting on base has been huge.
Pete, the adjustments you've made in the box, your position, with your hands, which has had the biggest benefits, do you think?
I would say like getting on the dish against lefties has really just it's helped me have better at bats against lefties, really. There's so many like little intricacies that we could like dive into, but weirdly enough, like getting on the dish has made me feel like I have more time to cover all parts of the plate against those guys. So I would say that probably has given me the most confidence to get in the box against lefties, and then just the sheer fact that I get opportunities to do that, where we got righties on the bench. So just knowing that like I'm valued in center field because I can make an impact there, and taking the whole left on left thing is a fun challenge, and just running with that, really.
Honing in on one thing and sticking with that plan is easy to say. It's hard to do. Kind of, what was the catalyst or conversation that maybe helped turn that corner for you?
Yeah, I've said it before. It was just a little conversation with Bregman, like a little over a month ago, whenever Houston was here. He was just like, I got like a few things for you that I think would be fun for you to take on and focus on, and one of those was like, if you're gonna go up there hunting a fastball on positive count, like yes, you are able and capable of hitting the hanging slider and all that stuff, but he watched one of my bats in Atlanta against Iglesias, where like he barely throws a slider to lefties unless he's trying to get dump it in for a strike, but for the most part he's fastball changeup, right? So those are kind of the two pitches I'm aware of, and hung me a slider first pitch, and I barreled the crap out of it just straight up in the air, and I came back and like, how did I miss that? And he's like, well, you weren't looking for it. So just the way things are, the way people say things sometimes, like you may have heard it before, and for some reason the way that he said it clicked with me. So I kind of just from there for a little bit I was doing my best to shut down on anything that wasn't what I was looking for in each at bat. So, but then when I got hot, I was feeling comfortable enough to hit what I saw, and I think it's nice now because if I'm not feeling as good as I was when I was in the middle of all this, like, I can always go up there and take that back into the at-bat with me. Like, hey, if you need to play that little game with yourself, like, it's a really good way to hold yourself accountable.
Hey, Pete, have you seen this stat that's bouncing around? It's like you, Babe Ruth, and Gehrig in terms of doing, within 1 month, like 6 different statistical
I've been seeing the names. I haven't really looked at the numbers, but
like
yeah.
hearing your name alongside like those types of names, what's your reaction?
It's funny. I don't have much of a reaction just because like I didn't grow up watching those guys. I didn't really grow up admiring those guys.
I mean, that
They were really good.
Yeah.
Barry Bonds too.
I didn't see that one. No, I mean that's pretty weird. I think just because those guys are, like kind of folklore to me. So I don't know. Again, I didn't really look at the numbers much, but I did see those names floating around mine. And again, I'm mostly just happy to be in the same conversation as Junior because that's another guy that's pushing our game forward, and I love how he plays. So yeah, cool for sure.
Pete, does having the kind of month you just had, has that raised the bar in your mind at all of what you're capable of doing?
No, I mean, I know that I'm capable of this kind of production. I think it's more so just about coming here every day and when the game starts, like just doing everything I can to repeat the kind of production. I don't think that I've now I don't think that I've continued to set a higher bar for myself. I'm excited to keep finding out what I'm really capable of, and just making sure that I do that and do that for this team. So.
Last question.
Pete, you've talked about the veteran influence, whether it's JT or Carlson Canales, Craig or not. Do you seek that out? How does that kind of happen for you?
No, I mean Brady's the locker over, so we naturally just have a ton of conversations, and but that's been the thing with everybody over the last few years. JT was all the way over there, but we just spend so much time around each other that whether it was Justin going out of his way to kind of put his arm around me, or he made such an effort last year to just if we were doing early work outside, me and Bushy and Nico most of the time, JT, if he was hitting or not, he'd make sure he was there and just hanging out. And with through that, I think conversations just start happening. And but there's absolutely times I go and seek that out as well. So I appreciate it when guys take it upon themselves to offer things. Because I've been lucky to be around a lot of good players. It's the same thing with Cody. I learned a lot from Jan Gomes in a short time. It didn't really matter to me who it was, what it was about. Cool stuff just happens when you're in a clubhouse all day. So.